One does this like Layla Hathaway.
I know. She's so beautiful.
You're the best thing, yeah. You're the best thing, yeah. I want to be able to sing that song. When I get married again, because I am going to get married again,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to sing this song to my new husband.
Your new
At the rate I'm
husband?
going, I hope it won't be my new wife.
No,
Or
ma'am.
my first wife. I don't know.
No, ma'am.
You don't think so?
No.
How at the rate I'm going?
No,
I don't
you
know.
don't. You don't. You
May
don't
have to
like.
go on the other side.
You don't like that much. You like. You
I don't like
the,
that at all.
You like the sticky.
I'm just
better
saying.
than the licky.
I'm just, well, as the older you get, you don't even care about that. Really.
No, yes, you do it. Yes.
No,
Some parts you do care about. Yeah, you do. Don't.
Well,
say
I want
that.
to sing this to my new husband. John, let us know when we're ready, so I don't have to talk about singing this to my new husband. So, welcome welcome everyone to Alexa. Turn off.
Oh, bye, Layla Hathaway.
We'll get back to them after the second half. But we
that.
want to welcome everybody again to another BestTea Show where you have two besties and one hot sip.
I need a sip.
I'm gonna pour you some tea.
Thank you.
Okay.
Two besties, one hot sip. Go to YouTube.
I'm gonna pour you
subscribe.
I'm gonna pour you some tea.
Get it all in. I know
you weren't prepared. You didn't have a tea ready. Turn your
Instagram
cup over at
got
least.
us, but we want y'all to get to YouTube.
Okay, it's kind of hot. Okay,
thanks,
this is a special tea, and I have to tell you, I hope I'm saying it right. Don't worry about the stuff that's floating in the tea.
Okay.
Don't worry about that.
I love herbals. It's okay.
Well, it's a little bit of everything, but this tea is a honey from I hope I'm saying it right. It's my cousin Jasmine, and she has a company, and her Instagram is highly well. Jasmine, if you're watching me now, call me, correct me. Highly well, mom. Okay. But Jasmine, she makes all her own detergents, her teas, her honeys, her soaps, homeschools. She's like one of those. I don't know what you call it. I don't know many. Yeah, she's holistic.
That's amazing. I love.
I couldn't do it. I could. Well, I mean, you could.
I'm in
you
and
could.
out. I do both.
You could raise your kids at home and have them all day with you, and make little lunches and do soaps and do laundry. Have reading time. Do school.
I'm gonna have you do reading time.
Okay, I'm gonna do the second half.
Yes,
you could do vegan dinners for the family.
All
then put
day,
the kids to bed. Then get ready for the honey to come home. You could do all of that. Me, I'm all over the place. I couldn't do it. I couldn't have
Let's have a cheers.
Oh, cheers with my water.
We need a cheers.
Did I say I was giving up drinking in the last show?
You did, but it's okay. It's you know what? Enjoy life.
That's right. YOLO.
Enjoy life, please, everyone.
So let's get to some pop culture. I have my cards. I'm gonna put my glasses on. Ladies and gentlemen, I put on eyelashes for the first time myself. I found some clear glue. And I had some eyelashes just kind of sitting around the bathroom.
Cute.
So I didn't use a tweezer or anything. I just kind of stuck it on top of the thing because I was hoping from afar. You can't tell. And so
it looks good.
You think so? Okay. There's a good chance it could come
off.
I
may try next time, but
well, I think you'll be better skilled than me. So let me get me a little Coretta Scott King glasses on.
So those are my glasses. Are those my glasses?
What is?
No, they were red.
No, yours are red. These are
they
another pair.
Like
my friend got these in Brooklyn. So I watched bits and pieces, but most of, from the red carpet down to the end to everything else, the 55th NAACP celebration.
Ooh, they were so beautiful.
And if you don't know what that is, what it's about, it's a celebration of Black culture and achievement amongst African American people. So whether you are in the arts of film, music, painting, writing, literature, fashion, whatever it may be, it's just acknowledging you and your greatness, kings and queens. And I love that. I love it for several reasons. Well, hopefully, the lady from Funny Lady Sketch is like a comedy thing they do.
Yes, I love
She was on there too. And she said today, she said then, she never thought about being at an award show like that. It was all about making people laugh, which, I hope that we do sometimes, and most times.
Especially
I think I'm a funny lady.
I think you're a very funny lady.
And so I was watching the show and I was like, oh my God, do you think one day, Ja will be on the NAACP red carpet?
Ja.
Like, could that happen? I mean, I know we have a long, long way to go.
There's going to be a couple of us on stage
would
doing
be
that.
Amazing. But one of the things that I did see, so Fantasia Barrino, she won. She won for The Color Purple, and
just like our table, The Color Purple.
Color Purple. You see The Color Purple, and I thought her speech was so compelling because she said how she watched her mother and her grandmother, and no matter what you looked like, it was how you held your head up and the grace that you had, and how you walked in the room and you you demanded respect and how you carry yourself.
Yeah.
And it's funny because a lot of the younger generation now,
They hunch
it's not,
over.
yeah, it's
They
not,
hunch over. They got
yeah,
this
it's
pants
not,
this way. They
yeah,
skirts this
it's not the
way.
same. But I just wish that
They don't.
more young Black women could get back into the fold of that. And
Yeah.
and of course, she thanked God because she's
Yeah.
been through a lot.
Yeah.
Fantasia, you and I both have been through a lot. Remember that time we was backstage at the Moran Theater and we both just had some bad breakups? Mine was divorce. I see you. I see you. So yes, I've always loved Fantasia. I
Yeah,
love rolling
she's
around on the
dope.
floor like her during
Oh, she's
karaoke.
dope.
I
Yeah.
feel her pain.
She's
If you
dope.
don't love me, then don't talk to me.
Yeah.
I just love everything that
You
she
don't love
does.
me, then don't talk about me. Like that.
And
I love her.
then The Color Purple, the cast itself, they actually they won most outstanding motion picture.
Amazing.
There was a lot of controversy though with The Color Purple. So I've gone and I've seen The Color Purple on Broadway with Fantasia.
Same.
Shout out to Alicia for taking me.
And
And
what a nice sister you have.
she's a good sister. She's
My
a good sister.
goodness.
Yeah. And so I saw it on Broadway. I've seen it in the movie, of course. I love the movie. But there were a lot of people with
You mean the original
the
movie?
original movie.
The original movie.
The
See?
latest movie, they said some people were disappointed though because it was just too much singing. I mean,
But they were basing it on the Broadway play,
they
the
were
musical.
basing
They
it
weren't basing
on
it
the
on
musical.
They weren't going straight from the book like the original movie. So people like our age group and a little bit older, we're used to the book and the original movie because it basically gives you more of a breakdown. The singing, if you're not, into the art of singing, that is telling the story, because singing does tell the story also.
It does.
But some people weren't ready for that. They just wanted a whole remake. They wanted to do every line by line.
Yeah, but
they wanted Sophia's line by line.
I wanted it. I looked for it. I waited for it. Now
especially Sophia.
I'm theater arts major. I love everything about music, about singing, anything in the arts. I love it. Anything in media, I love it.
This is good.
You like that tea?
I feel
it's like a coconut.
It's very good.
But I was looking for more of a storyline myself. Like I wanted that acting. I didn't want everything to be a song. I mean, they went to the bathroom and started rolling the tissue. Rolling tissue. Rolling tissue. And then it became like a dance song or something like that. Like they wasn't really rolling tissue. But everything became something. What I did appreciate about the movie though, this one, the latest one, was that it gave you a storyline of where Suge went once she left.
And that's what we all wanted.
I liked it. What does she live like?
We wanted that in the first place because you knew if you, you read the book, or you just kind of just assume, because if you read the book and then watch the movie, you could follow that storyline and you could imagine in your head.
Like, where's she going?
They painted it so perfect. Yeah, they painted it so perfect. But yeah, I love it. So
I had a good appreciation
for that. Big up to Suge, aka Taraji.
Taraji does a wonderful job. I love her in everything.
Everything.
From
day one, baby boy on down.
Jody.
On up. She's amazing.
But Jody, I didn't ask him to be here. I can't get him to leave, Jody.
Her and Jody was into it.
Okay.
Oh my God. We ain't gonna talk about that.
Okay.
We ain't gonna talk about that.
So also, I wanted a little bit more, but I enjoyed it. So shout out to everyone that won for The Color Purple and for Fantasia.
Cheers.
Usher was a winner also. My biggest thing with Usher, I had to call my girlfriend Kelly, and she's all into the fashion and everything that goes on. But I said, Kel,
I love the fashion.
I said, was Usher, did he have like a little short beret top with his blazer? Whatever he had on, I was not digging.
Guys, some of your fashion is a no-no.
You got to stop.
You don't have to do it that far. Nice fly suit, nice clean shoes.
And I don't mean
make sure you got your cocoa butter in your lotion.
I don't want them with the knickers on.
Not the knickers.
I've been seeing men with the knickers and the socks.
Not cute.
Stop it. Jermaine Dupri wears that too?
That's ugly.
Let me tell you. Okay, I like Usher. I love Usher. And I know he likes older women. I know you just got married or engaged, whatever, but could have chose me. Anyway, though.
He still can. I mean, it's like
we don't know what's going to happen.
Like how many? He's got
it's
a few.
Like the third, fourth. I don't know.
So yeah, he might. You never know.
I love Usher, but if Usher was to ring my bell
with them clothes,
well, no, not my bell, because I don't live in. Well, wherever they had to was LA.
Yeah.
If he was to come to the hotel and say, "Babe, you ready to go?" and I saw him, and I could see his midriff, I could see like his belly button, and I'm like, okay, Usher, the money, the fame, Vegas, like he's just great, he can sing to me. Or the fact that I need to check my man because I can see his belly button.
That's not sexy.
I think I would have got there and sat with someone else or walked away. Once I got in,
that's not sexy.
I would have like played the whole red carpet with him because I would have looked good. I would have been like banging body, like maybe something see-through, stars on the nipples.
See-through like this? Look.
See-through like that. Oh, like sexy.
Look at that.
You should have worn this shirt backwards. See, you should have had this in the front.
And this.
Maybe in the second half of the show.
I'm going to switch it. Like crisscross.
You should. Crisscross. And do that. Be a little J-Lo. Get a little sexy for it.
A little bit right there.
Uh-huh.
Okay, why not?
I think so.
Show
but
off.
Again, if he would have come to my hotel room like that.
I don't think but you or me may have said
you would have been okay with it because you were a lover of Prince. So let's just be
Prince
real.
Is different though.
You would have liked that old belly button showing on
Prince
your man.
Came out like that though. He came out dressing like that. Usher, like
you would have been okay.
You doing, Usher? What is this?
Here's Prince. Here's you and me. Well, here's you and his Prince. Ding dong. This is you. Oh, Prince, we're going to the awards.
We can share shirts.
I see you have your heels on today.
I'll put on heels with him.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because he knows how to talk to a woman. Yeah.
He doesn't seem like he has that whole masculine feminine balance to me. He didn't seem like that. No, Prince. I think Usher can be manly. I think Usher probably puts it down.
I don't know. Usher seems like a little boy to me. I don't know. All of y'all really like him.
You said you like 35-year-olds now. Now you Usher like a little boy.
Okay. The look.
The look, I think his look could be manly. You know what we could do? We could have him put like, what is it, after 5 or was it 5 o'clock shadow?
I don't want no man with none of that stuff on.
What? No. I need a man with some hair in his face, hair on his chest.
No, he can have hair, but not. Don't fake it. Don't fake it. No, don't draw.
That's not a fake. I didn't say draw it.
What'd you say?
I didn't say Beijing it. I said
no Beijing. Okay.
I said I would like a man that has this like a little shadow, like
if he already had that. Oh no,
like,
that's
like that little thing
no,
there.
But to me, he's like little Usher.
I don't like that baby face stuff.
He's like little Usher to me.
Still, yeah, he's not little. Listen to me. His bank account does not say little anything. Okay, that's like big Usher.
Well, y'all can have Usher. Look, Usher.
Like
the next wife, she wants you. That she's here. She's ready.
Usher, I am their next wife. Don't worry about my kids. They're grown.
Oh yeah. And they're bigger than you, so don't mess up.
Well, don't tell him that.
Don't mess up.
He may not like that.
Because my nephews will.
Yeah.
Check you.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry about
Prince.
No, Usher. Kelly loves Usher. She's seen him like twice, and she's like, "Don't you want to go see him?" And I'm like, "No,
like I don't want to see him." I'm sorry, Kels.
I want to see somebody singing, telling me stories when I ask you, baby, all the time. Anyway, though, so yeah, Usher in that tuxedo. Yeah, I'm getting some water.
Oh, wait.
So
you are a mess.
Usher in the tuxedo. No, it had to go.
What else?
The big thing for me, and you'll appreciate this because one of these or two of them are like your homeboys.
Cool.
The Hall of Fame at the NAACP award goes to. And if it isn't love, why do I feel this way? Why does he stay on my mind? Yep. And I think they were well deserved. What I did not like, I peeped a little shade.
From who?
So the picture that they showed, it could be from NAACP. I don't know who picked the picture. The picture they showed as they were receiving the award, of course, was the original. It was all the originals except Johnny, because Johnny was not an original. Okay, my, because they did not have his ass in that picture.
But he wasn't that song you were just saying, so we're gonna.
Well, I'm just saying they didn't show his picture when they got the award, so that was kind of whack. They should have had the picture. They should have had the NE Heartbreak picture. Yes, that was fly.
Yes,
I love that. But they received an award. I saw afterwards. I saw on social media. You know, they had all their wives with them. Well, Johnny did not have his wife, but the other guys did have their wives with them. Bobby Brown's wife. She looks beautiful. I mean, everyone's wife looks beautiful.
I love her. Me and her, Alicia, we used to do videos back in the day.
Did you?
Yeah, we used to be in the same crew. We used to do videos. We used to sit there and edit videos together. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, shout out to her because she really has her. She seems to be on the right track.
She's a great lady. She's a great young lady.
Women can change men when you think it's too late and you think it's
when you
over.
Give them a chance.
And that's one of the questions that we have later. I don't know if Jar came up or was a caller had gave it to me, but I'm going to ask you about that later. Okay. But I think they're very well deserving of everything that they get. Yeah. They've been in the business 40 years strong.
It's past their time. They should have had this already, but I'm great they have it now. That's great. Great for them.
So I love me some New Edition.
Yeah.
Love me some New Edition. Also a big thing that I saw on NAACP, and I know that you A lot of people are not into this.
NAACP.
So when it comes to verses,
So
so here's my verses. My verses is not music for those of y'all like, well, what is she talking about? My verses is BET shows that Tyler Perry produces versus To Be.
Oh.
So the sisters crew and cast was there.
Okay.
Everyone was there. Duval, all was Sky Black. They all looked amazing. I love sisters. I noticed some people say, okay, the acting is a little, it's okay.
Hey, they're on TV.
But I love their storylines. I feel that it's very relatable it's very relatable to things that happen with us every day, especially as single women, even though they are depicting women in their 30s and we're not 30, but still. And one of the things
we've all been there and done that.
We've been there, we've lived that life, and it's great. And one of the stories that they had on will actually go into what we're talking about in the second hour of our show. When the character Danny had actually been she had been sexually abused and assaulted. And I think the end result of it was kind of crazy because she hit him with a car.
Wow.
Yeah, he didn't die.
Maybe I should have did that to the one that did that to me at 21.
If you were driving. Anyway. I wasn't driving at the time, so I could not do that.
Who's calling you?
Sean from Capiche Designs that designed this over here. Oh. She must not know that we're live.
It's okay.
You know, hey Sean, I'm live right now doing my podcast.
Oh, okay.
We just gave you a shout out for this beautiful chair that we have no guests on today. But I'll call you after the show is over, okay?
Yeah.
All right, enjoy.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Where is it on? I need to look.
Yes, you need to go to YouTube.
She doesn't know.
What?
We've
been giving you shout outs every week, and you mean you're not following us?
Oh
my! On YouTube Live. You go to YouTube and you sign up.
The
BestTea Show, and we are live right now. You are actually live on the show.
Or she can go to our Instagram and she can get to all the.
Or links. You can go to our Instagram and get the link.
Get all the links. Yeah. Go to Instagram and get all the links.
All right. Take care. Bye bye.
Au revoir.
So basically, I love sisters. So that's one of the things we're all going to talk about, something that happened with domestic violence there. But just the regular day to day. The woman was dating a man. She knew he was married in the beginning. She still dated him. He ended up divorcing his wife.
Was she married too?
She was not married. Okay. She was not married, but you know how you meet these, well, maybe you don't know, I know. You meet married men and they have one or two stories, either in the middle of a divorce or they're married, but they don't sleep with their wife anymore, or they're estranged. Married men, you guys have the best freaking stories ever, because I meet so many of you that it's crazy.
I got one. Oh my God.
I don't know why I meet more married men than I meet single men.
Man.
You know, that's crazy.
There's some stories out there.
It's some real stories. But we don't want to implicate anyone.
No, this was like way back.
Because then you wouldn't be able to get a job again.
No, this is way back in the day. You're good.
I am good.
No, this is way back in the day.
Yes, nothing like crab legs at Capitol Grill.
I don't say names like you.
I don't say names. I just tell situations, and you know who you are.
Yeah, some of those stories are crazy.
How much do you pay the bathroom attendant? So another one that I love is Zactima. This young lady, Crystal, she's amazing. I'm really hoping, Jada, I don't know how, she has her own podcast. And, you know, I'm hoping that one day we can even have her on our show.
That would be so cool.
I love the fact she was talking about on her podcast, things, keep it real, or keep it real, keep it sexy, keep it simple, keep it something. Look it up.
I'm not going to look it up.
Okay, well, I'll look it up later. But anyway, she was talking about how her character that plays her boyfriend, Zach, her love interest that she's with on the show, she's actually best friends with his wife. And outside of the show, and how people try to pin them against each other, like, how are y'all best friends? Why are y'all best friends? And it's just crazy. Shout out to Kayla Mills. Kayla Mills, we can't keep coming up with these outfits. Okay, so today, in case you don't know, I'm going to stop.
Clothes?
She has a clothing boutique here in Jacksonville, Florida.
What's up,
so
Kayla?
Today we're doing our fatigue and our black.
Girl.
Shout out to us. I can't turn around because I didn't put a belt on. I got a big booty. I can't shake it though either.
Shake.
But we would love for next week for us to have something provided by Kayla Mills.
Oh, that would be cool.
So anyway, though, so they were saying that the young ladies had this great relationship, and people were like, "Oh, you shouldn't be friends because like she's kissing your husband." That's on TV though, and they were speaking about how social media, people fall so heavy into social media that it becomes their life and their livelihood. to the point that they won't get off anything else.
Yeah.
And they believe everything that they see,
believe everything.
no matter what it is.
Everything.
Do you think that's true? Because I told you in show 1, I am a social media stalker. I'm a Facebook stalker. I stalk exes, girlfriends, exes that I've been married to that have fake marriages and all of that. I stalk all of that. Because I want to see what you're doing. Like, oh, really? She has you on there on Instagram. She has you on Snapchat with makeup. You look, yeah. But I do that. So do sometimes people think when they see these pictures on Facebook of exes, friends, whatever, do they think these people are really living these fantastic lives?
Did they live in a good life? Nope.
You don't think so?
Nah.
Sometimes I think it's true. Like, okay, when I see Savannah and LeBron James, like they're dope. They're a dope couple to me.
Oh, she's dope.
They're a dope couple.
Yeah.
Like she's a really strong woman.
Hopefully that's legit. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that they're the truth. Who else do I see on social media that's on there a lot? Jesus, who's not on there?
I don't know. There's this cute couple. I just started following them. Can't even think of their names. This couple, she's goofy as hell, but she gets like new clothes, new shoes. She tries them on. He's a chef. He cooks for her. They're just funny as hell. Yeah, I'm gonna find them.
But you know what? And they could actually be like the real deal, because you do have people that are, that they can really, they have that same zen for each other.
Yes, it's adorable. And then it is out there. Like, it's definitely out there.
Well, it's definitely out there in the first 4 years.
Girl.
But it's just
or it's out there and you just can't because
who knows? Who knows? Who knows?
Who's capiche?
Hi, you joined us. Hi, Sean.
Did she go to YouTube or
she went to YouTube or Facebook, but Instagram. But again, she's we're gonna have her on the show next month because we're gonna be talking about something else that's gonna be happening. Yeah. And we're hoping that Black women in tech, Black women in design, Black women in male fields. That's something that Ja has. Well, it's not next month. I'm sorry. It's in June for Father's Day.
In June, Father's Day. We're gonna be. It's Father's Day month. For Father's Day month.
Father's Day, it's a lot going on.
I think I have a few. Like, we do have a few cool men lined up.
We do. We do. We have a guy named Kenny too. Shout out to Kenny. I won't say his whole name, but he's coming on because Kenny happened to see the show. Let me tell you something about Kenny. I'm not gonna tell you everything about Kenny. But so Kenny was at a restaurant that I was at. Was it last week or 2 weeks ago? Kenny's the type of guy that you meet and will tell you, I don't have social media. Because he's one of those guys. You know how the guys say they don't have social media, they don't want to get busted, or they don't want to start dating someone. And she's like, why I'm not on your Facebook? Why you ain't changed your Facebook to dating? Why is your Facebook still stay single? So he's one of those guys that he does not go on social media, claims he doesn't have one. Long and behold, bumping into Kenny at a restaurant. Sweet guy. He's a New Yorker. Cute as can be. And he says to me, hey,
we need to follow him.
I've been watching your show. And while I'm watching your show, you seem to dog men out a lot. And I'm like, whoa, how are you on social media? He's like, well, don't worry about that. But I saw your show and I want to come on in. I want to talk on behalf of men. And I want people to hear from a man's side.
I just hope he's not coming on here with like an attitude, because
I don't think he'll have an attitude. Okay. I don't think.
But no, we need to screen him first.
But he's not afraid to he's not afraid. Maybe before the show goes out in the second hour, we'll call him. He's not afraid to talk his feelings, and I'm surprised because he's not. Oh, you didn't do that, did you?
Yes, I did.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So
you said second hour, and you ticked me off when you said he's not afraid.
Sorry.
And I said, don't be afraid.
I didn't mean to kind of like get you going, but
I need some more of this tea. This is some.
I'm surprised he's going to be able to talk.
Tea.
But talk because he's not a very outgoing person in the sense of speaking his feelings. So this would be a first. We look forward to.
Did you meet him for the first time? Like, how long have you known him? You're going to let him come? Wait.
I've known Kenny for maybe Radio 20, maybe 8 years.
Okay, so you trust
when
him.
Jen's place was up.
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
But so I've known him for a while, but he's like kind of like a hard guy, so I don't like know his inner feelings. Maybe we can get some of that in him. And I think he's single too. He's divorced, so it's going to be really interesting to hear him talk about what he feels that men are always on attack, or
I don't think they're always on attack. I really don't.
That we only dog them out. I don't dog men out. I just tell the truth.
The truth is the truth.
The truth is the truth.
But no, we definitely, if anyone's been listening, we go back and forth. Like, we're bigging up men all the time.
And that's why we also have Gene. Gene.com comes on the show. He's featured. He's with us every other month, or no, every month, every other week. And basically He gives an insight that he's speaking for them from the male side.
Yeah, and he's really calm with it. Like, don't have nobody in here that's all rah rah, because I'm not doing that.
No, but we're definitely gonna we definitely want to.
Hey, Tanya.
Oh, shout out to Tanya and Pearl.
Oh my gosh,
You didn't wear your teeth.
I'm gonna wear my teeth
So
next time.
Pearl is Mobile Grills. They're out in Texas, and this is what I love about the show is that so many people are watching from everywhere. But he's a jeweler, and he also does the gold teeth. But I mean, he's not just somebody like in flea markets like that. He's not like that.
He's
this
amazing.
guy is talented.
Tanya's husband.
He is Tanya's husband. Pearl.
He's amazing. They work together. She's amazing. He's amazing.
They made you a turquoise.
They came to my house.
Gold or diamonds.
First, they were getting my son some. He got some fangs, right? We got silver. He got silver. I got silver, but I got some turquoise in mine.
Okay.
Amazing. I wanted opal, but I'm gonna get opal next time for the other side, for up here. So we're going.
And see, we don't mind giving you the shout outs because we want you to go on our page. We want you to become an actual sponsor. Yes. So what we're doing is we're showing that love to you because we want you to in turn show the love to us. Okay. Please. But be our bestie.
Be our bestie.
Be our bestie.
Miss Westie.
If somebody's watching us, a songwriter, your cousin's a songwriter. Can he make us a song about bestie? Can he?
Let's call him right now.
Oh, please. So while she's calling her cousin to see if we can get this song produced called Bestie. And I just can't, don't somebody take that.
I think Kanye West's daughter already took it.
She has a song called Bestie?
Yeah. I'm your bestie.
Well, I hope her bestie's not Bianca, her stepmother, because Jesus,
girl.
She was outside with a pair of panties on. I'm like, is that the new thing? Is she wearing a pair of panties?
That's a mess.
And then took the little girl to get some Popeye's chicken in where were they at? Were they in Italy?
Wait, no, you in Italy and Popeyes?
They went to get some Popeye's chicken. I guess the chicken didn't work out, and somebody was following them, and then they ended up at McDonald's.
No, man.
But the fact that she was out with some panties, panties
on.
At least she's wearing some.
Girl, that's
not
panties.
Cute. That's crazy.
I'm not feeling that.
What is Kanye going through? I didn't even know he got married again until I saw it the other day.
Poor fella. I think he's amazing, though. Besides him being however he is, it's crazy. We should never call people crazy.
Okay, so did I call him crazy?
I don't know if you did. I'm just saying.
I probably did.
I'm just saying in general. He's been through a lot. Maybe he was abused, and you don't know if he had mental abuse, if he was physically abused, but that what happened to his mom, what happened to him. You don't know how it affected him as he went on and grew higher in the music business. But I think he does have a lot of issues.
That brings me to a question.
But his music, his beats, and his sneakers are fire.
And that's fine. But this is the question I have for you. Mm-hmm. We all go through things, whether it be Kanye or somebody lives up the street, 125th Street, whatever case may be. Somebody can be homeless. Their parents may have died when they were at a younger age and lost both of them. Whatever could happen. But do you feel that when things like that happen to celebrities, they abuse their power on social media and they take advantage of what they're showing viewers because they can afford to do so?
I definitely think most of them do take advantage. They take advantage even before social media. They definitely take advantage.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you think Kanye was one of those?
I think he was one of those, or maybe he was trying to prove a point because he might have felt outdone in some other level.
Would you like some more tea?
Please, baby. That is some good stuff.
Okay, this is your last cup if it's that good.
That's okay.
Ooh, and it's hot. It's piping hot too. I make the tea before the show starts. So those who don't know, I know Josh said she was going to post some before and afters on YouTube later of what we actually do. We spoke about it before. So today I made you something special. Do you want to know what it is?
I want to know what it is.
So I didn't think of myself, everyone, and I made Kira this afternoon. I sent Greg to the store, and he came. He says, "Why do you want that? I'm not going to eat that." I said, "It's not for you. It's for Auntie Kira."
Oh,
eggplant parmesan.
I love eggplant.
Eggplant parmesan. It's already done.
My
it's beautiful. It's in the oven. It's beautiful.
Love eggplant. Thank you.
You're welcome. No, really, you're welcome. And I made this special tea too.
This tea is amazing. It's like
I take back the crazy I call Kanye.
I mean, like I said, you never know, but I think that social media, a lot of people do use that to boost their platform or to boost their ego. Like their ego's already here, but they're trying to prove some other point, so it just looks crazy. I mean, hey, I'm not a therapist, I'm not a psychiatrist, but it's more than Kanye out there that people need to talk to. They needed some aunties for real back in the day to tell them what's up.
Maybe he didn't have aunties. You think his mom had some sisters? I never looked that up.
I mean, even just friends, even just older people, even just people that care? Like, do people even care about people when they just start making money, or they just like leeches and leeching
I
on to
think
you
that it goes
and
too
say,
far.
yeah, but go on, be like that. It's all good
I think
until
people
you
care.
fall, and then they talking crap about you. Like,
No, I think people care, but I think that family becomes overbearing only because they feel like if you're going to give it to somebody, why not give it to me? And that's the truth.
Yeah.
And honestly, if I ever became famous, I would I would give it to my family before. Well, if I became famous, I would hire my goddaughter.
Yeah.
I would hire my goddaughter. I would hire Destiny because she's young
Yes.
and she's real talented. And I would like let her be my manager because she can absorb everything. Like she could probably do the laptop, this and that. Then she can draw my album cover. Then she can design me an outfit. You know, they can do all of that stuff because they're young and they're not thinking. They're not on the level yet of thinking about how can I steal all this.
They're
money?
not on the level of thinking, oh, they need to help me pay off my mortgage.
Yeah, they're not there.
They need to help me finish this.
What?
Who said that?
Give them an annual pass to Disney and Universal.
Good.
Right, a sweet room.
Right.
Throw some money at them.
Send Camille to get some food. She's good.
That's all you got to do. So a young person.
She only want Jordan. She's like,
That's what I'm saying.
I'm good.
So I would hire her.
Yeah.
I would definitely hire Destiny. She would just run everything. Who else would I hire?
I'm definitely hiring all three of my kids to do everything.
You are? I'm not hiring my sons.
Yeah, my son is amazing.
I'm going to have to get a new CPA.
My middle daughter, she's like so creative, amazing. My youngest, she'll, like you said about Destiny, they're the same age.
Yeah, the youngest one's good.
She'll absorb everything and she sits and thinks first. And she'll sit and listen to everything. So
I would never let my husband, if I had one, run my career. I watch what Mary J. Blige went through.
Mary and Wendy.
I watch what Wendy. If I wasn't opposed to doing times, I know my kids are not going to pay the bills.
Poor baby.
I would go do a bit with you or for you, and I would.
Kevin
would be done.
I feel so bad.
Kevin would be done.
Poor baby.
Having a baby on you.
Oh, that's happened to a lot of people.
I understand that, but Kevin, like you got your money from your lady. So my thing is like have a little more respect.
Forever, my lady.
That's crazy to me. How men will, make money off something they do for their wife and then go spend it on the next.
Mary's ex was wrong for that.
Oof. If anything, get a side chick that has more money than me and spend her money on me. Then I'll be okay. It won't be such a bad blow to the head. Because you're like, remember I got you those new diamond earrings and the G-Wagon? She bought that shit. I'd be like, well, damn, you should have said that from the beginning.
Yeah, you good with that?
I'm not good with it inside. Deep down inside, I'm not good. I'm never good with cheating. Right. And I'm never good with I'm not good with that ever. But it helps.
What if they're in love with them, but still they love you, but they don't like you anymore, but they're in love with them?
I mean, I went through that.
Yeah,
I went through that before. I mean, but what if I'm in love with somebody else and I just like him?
True.
Message. You know what I'm saying?
Eyelashes are so
bad. Eyelashes.
You're still doing good with them. Yeah.
But no, I get that. I mean, that's a hard blow. I would like for people to just be together forever if you can. Keep reinventing the wheel. Keep doing something special and spicy. I don't know, because one time, I'll tell you, when I was married, this is how I knew my ex was cheating.
But you can grow to not like somebody.
You can, but you'll try to do things and you try to put lingerie on for a man and he'll be like, why are you wearing that?
No, you can grow to not, but they'll like it when they go to the strip club. It's all good.
They will. They'll like that nasty stuff strip club. I've gone to the strip club and I see these pantyhose with the holes and everything.
Like, no,
I don't know what the real attraction is. Let me tell you why. The women are attractive, some of them, not all. Because I've seen some ragamuffins in there, look like they was dragged through the mud and came and got coming to the stage.
But they making that money.
Cinderella. She got one glass slipper. She's hopping. But I can never. For me, I never.
Listen, this is normal. This is not just for
y'all.
No, listen. This is just not for YouTube. It's not for Instagram. Me. This is normal. How this one is all the time.
Normal. I never want to like the guy that everybody else likes. Never. Like when Michael Jackson was the thing with the Jackson 5 and I was young and you pretend. You never thought about sex, at least not when I was young. It was like kissing, or if he's, if I'm tongue kissing, that's what you fantasize about.
Yeah, that was
so.
Cute.
My cousin Laurel was a big bully. You can't sue me because I don't have any money. Okay, she was a bully. She was always a bully. Everything she had to be the first to this, first to that. We're not gonna have oatmeal. We're not gonna have farina. We want oatmeal, Grandma. No, I actually wanted farina or wheat tin. No, you're gonna get oatmeal.
I want
that. When it came time to picking a guy that you wanted, she always wanted Michael. I said, no. Let me find the ugliest one out the bunch because I don't want to deal
You wanted
with
Tito?
I wanted Tito, damn it, nose and all.
You wanted Tito? You know,
Nose and
I
all.
thought Jermaine was cool until he done. What did he do to his hair?
I don't care. It had too much grease. Something.
Oh
I wanted
God.
Jermaine afterwards. If Tito and I were not going to work out, I wanted Jermaine. I wanted Tito because I felt like he was the least
But
one that
Tito
anybody
was
would
the
want.
cool one. He played the bass. You know, the bass is always cool. I played the bass.
Well, it's
when
not
I
as
was
cool
in
as a lead singer.
No, it's
Okay,
not
it's
as cool as a lead
It's not
singer.
as cool as a lead singer.
But
I wanted Tito. But you know, because I never want to want the man that everybody else wants. I just don't. And I've been like that to this day. Like you could think he looks good.
What if you're the woman that
Mhm.
every man wants?
I am.
Boom.
But why don't I have a man?
Because
I'm like
the right one
cool.
is not here. The
right one's not. Like I am so freaking cool. Like I'm that chick. Like we could grab some candy and walk out the store and not pay for it.
That's stealing.
No,
we're not stealing
I'm her.
candy.
Okay,
No,
I
we're not
watch.
stealing candy.
I could watch a movie all day. Like no, I can't just date you off the grip and then we just lay up and watch Tubi. I can't do that.
Okay.
Like I don't even want to do that anymore.
No.
I don't want that like Netflix and chill type thing. Now it's like a Tubi and chill because nobody wants to pay for Netflix. But if we start dating for a long time, I can be her. I could be the type we could do nothing all day but watch TV.
And you can stay all day.
All day.
And you can stay all day.
Oh, we can eat sandwiches. We don't even have to have no nice dinner, nothing. We can just have sandwiches and ice cream. Fall asleep, wake up, a little fart in the middle of the
Oh
nap.
my gosh.
Listen, you gotta keep it real.
You done went off the subject. Okay, so we talking about not farting. Not eating sandwiches.
Listen. We're talking about having that love, that agape love that you'll just do any and everything with. You don't care. You'll stand out in the rain.
The rain is cute.
The rain is hot.
Kissing in the rain is sexy.
I guess
it is.
If you say so.
Oh yeah, that's sexy.
I don't know. I think that's kind of sloppy.
No, that's cute. No, it's cute.
Got a Jerry curl weave or something. Everything's dripping.
Not the Jerry curl.
It's just fun things. Being hot together.
Yeah, that's cute.
Waiting for the train, or there's no train here, but
not messing up your.
I'll sit in Jiffy Lube with you while you get your oil changed. I won't do that with somebody I just meet though. That's boring. I'm like, I could be home doing something else.
Yeah, or I might walk across the street to Waffle House and eat something.
I'm not eating Waffle House. I don't love a man that much.
House? No, you're good.
No, I'm good on that.
I might go with you to Waffle House one time.
I'm good on that, unless it's who would be a man? Oh, you know who my man crush is right now? This is guy named Hassan on Tubi. He played on Black Men Don't Cheat. I think he is so sexy. He's a producer also.
Oh, let me see what he looks like. Oh my god.
And it's just something about him. He's a big guy. He has like this curly hair. He has dark skin.
You like big guys, huh?
Not. I mean, I can go for the last guy I did. It was not big.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay. Well, let her on. Let her on. We don't know what's gonna happen. Kim who? Let her on. Let her on.
Hassan Whitehead.
You never know what's happening on this show. So if you're on Instagram, then you're going to see the live there. If you're not, you're going to actually be able to hear it. I didn't even know she knew how to join a live. Let's talk about that.
Auntie Kim knows how to do everything.
You think so?
I think she knows how to do everything.
Kids probably show her.
Tanya said, no, don't do it. I would listen. Maybe we should listen to Tanya.
Is she joining?
I think she may have walked away from her.
Oh, okay.
Tanya said no.
No, but the last guy I dated that I was madly in love with, he had a build. He wasn't like 6'10" or anything like that, but he was built for me. At least I thought he was. Now he's probably built for someone else. But
you guys did look.
I digress.
Nice together.
We did look good together.
You guys did look nice together. Yeah,
you did. Ew.
Nice
I still make him look good occasionally.
You make anybody look good.
I like to hear that.
Boo.
I don't think I would make a small man look good.
No, you would make him look smaller.
You think?
Yeah.
No, that's not nice. I meant like a small man because I can't say midget.
Why would you want?
Because Ja doesn't like me to say that.
Why would you want a small man?
Ja and who was I with the other? Oh, Kelly. She's like, stop calling people things you can't call them anymore.
Why would you want a small man?
Well, you know what? I'm not being funny, and I told my mother last week to stop watching the show. Stop watching, because she always has something to say. Oh, there's never anything serious. Well, there's something serious coming in the second hour. Or she'll say, sometimes you say things that don't make sense. What is it about? It's about everything. Was Seinfeld about something? Was Curb Your Enthusiasm about something?
No, listen.
We're having a great time.
Listen, we're having fun. This is us.
But I'm saying that to say I would date a small man because big things come in small packages.
Oh, yeah?
And maybe that's what I'm missing in my life. A small man like this.
Don't do it.
A little man or a dwarf.
No, ma'am.
There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not prejudiced. I'm not gonna be against anything. I'm not gonna be that woman to be like, you know, certain type of men I'll date, but I'm never gonna date a man that's Asian. I'm never gonna date a man that's this. No, I will date. I won't date an Asian man.
Talking about an Asian man, you didn't see Crazy Rich Asians? Oh my god!
Oh, maybe I will date
an
Asian man.
They were fine in that movie.
Take it back. But I'm going on record right now to everyone to let everyone know, in case you have a friend that's a small man or a dwarf, I'm willing to date him.
Oh my gosh.
I'm willing to date because maybe I'm not really looking out there.
Don't listen to her.
No, listen to me.
Don't listen to her.
I don't want a small man to be watching the podcast right now and saying, I wish I could have a chance to date her. She said she's a great girl. She said she's cool. If he's a dwarf with a pension, damn it, 904-626-0081. 904-626-0081. You have your dwarf uncle or coworker call me if he has a good job. Because that means he can pay for dinner. I don't want to date a dwarf from Burger King and I'm going to get stuck with dinner. All because somebody said he had a big package.
I'm done.
No, I'm done.
I'm done.
No more, so
no dwarfs. No.
Why are you against smaller men?
No.
That's wrong. I'm not going to be there. Let me tell you what else I date.
It's not wrong.
Who's the latest Ray Charles? I have no problem. Don't you get up. Sit down. You're on this show with me. Come back out that corner. I'm not discriminating anymore. This is what's going on. Black woman, let me talk to you. Let me talk.
She's talking.
Let me talk to you, black woman. Wait a minute now.
Let me fluff up my pillow.
Black woman, this is real talk, for real. Let me tell you why.
Girl.
We are looking for this certain type of man. Or maybe you're looking for a certain type of woman. I don't know. But we envision, pants up here, it's kind of coming down there. Thank you. We are envisioning that we have to have this Adonis, or he's in the gym. Maybe he's in the gym every day, or he's plucking his eyebrows, or he's.
Why does an Adonis have to be plucking his eyebrows?
I'm just saying we're looking for things that maybe what we're looking for is the inside of them. It's what's in the core.
So you're good with telling people, go on and get your.
Get whatever. No, I'm good. What I'm telling you, my message today is think outside your box. Come out of your comfort zone.
Think outside your box so your box will be happy. Is that what you mean?
Dominantly, the box has to be happy. That's the ultimate end game.
So the smaller guy is gonna.
The smaller guy may, or maybe somebody that has impaired vision. Now, the only thing I can't do, and this is not me being against it, is I can't date a man that's deaf because my mindset after having breast cancer cannot think along the terms of remembering sign language.
Right.
I'm not ready to go back to school. I'm not ready to learn sign language.
No.
I'm not ready to. I don't listen. I've been trying to read the same book now since Christmas.
I get it,
and I need to read this book. It's about boundaries. It's not even a book. It's freaking excerpts about boundaries and where to draw the line. And I can't. I haven't gotten through the back page from when I bought it out of Target.
We're going to drink more tea like this. And
I'm just saying. So think outside the box. Think outside the box. I don't mind. And you know what? Guess what? I'm going to even raise the age. I didn't want to date a man over 55, but I know I should be dating a man at least 60 to put up with my ridiculous
there's some
attitude,
my
audacious behavior.
There's actually some 60-year-olds out there that's fire.
And there may be, but I don't go over that age. But guess what I'm going to do today, everybody?
Uh-oh.
If your grandfather's been alone,
oh my God,
and he's over 70, I'm open to even dating him. No. Now, Ja, our producer, your grandfather is alive and he's hot.
Damn.
I saw a picture of him. He has some handsome looking sons too. But they were showing a picture. He had like a little kid or something. And I was like, oh, he's hot. And I didn't want to tell her then because that'd be disrespectful. Well, but now that we're talking about him on the show and I can be me on this show, I will date your grandfather, Ja. Is he married? He's not? You think he like me? He has a pension, doesn't he? Military. God, jackpot. Ding, 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 ding. I need a bell.
I'm gonna get you a bell.
I have a bell somewhere. You got a bell?
I gotta go.
Yeah. I'm gonna get a bell. Bring them out. So hopefully, maybe for Father's Day month, Ja can get her grandpa to come visit from DC or wherever he's at, and we can. He can be one of those 50 dates in 50 states. But I'm gonna maybe I
You
should
know
come
what,
out.
John? We found some guys the other night, and actually, I was gonna introduce you to them, but we
I
didn't.
found guys.
No, we found guys for you for your 50
What?
dates.
What happened? I haven't gone on date one.
We're gonna coordinate it. We're
coordinate. You gotta coordinate. Bam.
Coordinate.
Coordinate. We're coordinated.
Yes, I got you.
Okay.
I got at least 5 from that night. 5 dudes.
Okay,
yes.
so do they? Okay,
all for you. All for
do they
you.
look like they're okay?
Yeah.
Teeth, hair done, nailed it, everything big.
Yep.
Okay.
I don't know if it's big, but I know it's
everything big, like in spirit.
It's at least 5. Yeah.
5.
Yeah.
I
Right,
am on a roll. I am on a roll. I don't know if we talked about if I was gonna date 50 men, 21 men, 24 men. Remember, it was like a date each person.
I don't know, but we're gonna like at least we need to at least get you on like 2 dates a week.
And I would love to. That's too much. I don't have time for 2
Yes,
dates.
you do.
I don't.
We're gonna find time.
The one day is pushing it because I cook dinner on Sundays for my kids, and then on Wednesdays I'm live on the show. Tuesdays we like to go to R&B.
We do,
but yeah, I don't know. Fridays I'm normally going out of town, or
we'll figure it out.
We got to figure it out. I think my date night should be a Thursday because I go in the office on Thursdays. Thursday.
So, John, we'll figure that out. We'll get her dates Thursday.
I don't want them. Listen, I don't want them like all up on me.
Well, that's the point of figuring it out. Yeah. See what you like. We got you.
And I like aggressive men, but I like to be the aggressor.
We know.
Just in case you didn't know. But no, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna stop being the aggressor. I'm gonna change.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got any more pop culture? Or are we gonna go to our
well, we still have 9 minutes to take some callers before we go into the second segment of abusive relationships. So I don't know because I can't see even with my glasses.
Yeah.
So take comments and questions. We would have took a live, but some people still don't know how to work live and coming in. But it's okay.
That's so cute.
It's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay, everybody.
Well, I can't wait to get you on these dates.
I can't. And I'm really excited.
Mm-hmm.
I was like hesitant, and then I was nervous, but I'm like, they're just dates. It's not like I'm sleeping with anybody. It's just you going out to eat. No, I don't want to sleep. I'm celibate.
Okay.
We talked about this last show. I gave up sex.
Okay.
I gave it up. And I gave it up for me.
Okay.
For me. Okay?
I got you.
Yeah, you don't need that to be complete yourself. You don't.
You don't, but it might be great.
I doubt it.
It might be the best you ever had.
You know what?
Might be.
You know what? I don't even want to go there. I was getting ready to say something.
I was about to do. I had to
I had to stop yourself.
I had to stop
you was going to talk about the
myself.
best you ever had. You was going to talk about?
That's going to be a topic.
Oh, stop it.
Dope.
Do you think so? The best you ever had?
That would be
We
dope.
should have the best we ever had and have all our exes come on one day.
Oh, my goodness.
We can get them to come in.
I'm not playing with you. With them exes.
No, but it's okay because it's a show. So you don't have to worry about anybody saying anything about it because it's a show.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
you don't have any exes here. Can you get your people to come from Jersey? Oh. I just had a thought because I thought we were going away.
You mean yours from Jersey?
Oh, that's a dig.
Dig, dug.
Ooh. I had to sip that tea. I don't have exes.
We need to roll into this a little bit.
We are gonna roll into it. Did you have any more comments or questions, Jar? I like to give people that are getting home and have not settled. There are people that just want to watch the second half of the show.
Make sure you got your drink. Make sure you got your tea. Make sure you got your wine, your
everything.
Tea. Sip with us.
Wind down. Oh, I said before we went into the next serious segment that we were going to call an ex, right? Oh, I didn't say that, did I? Oh, no, I didn't mean to say that.
Yes, ma'am. Oh, okay.
I said we were going to call our next guest to make sure that he's coming on next week. And I think every show I would like to call someone, have a little lifeline here, catch someone out there.
Okay.
I think it just has a little spice to it.
Tanya said what's in the cups.
Well, today we're drinking tea.
Tanya,
tea.
I have tea. I don't know what else is in it, but it's tea.
Coconut tea. She has some herbs in her tea.
Yeah.
And I actually have I'm just drinking water tonight and a little bit of tea. So next week we do have a gentleman coming on because he felt a little backlash from how things were going.
Why?
on our
He
show and
feels
how
like
he felt
we're
we
talking
were.
about men too much.
Yeah.
We're not. I am totally like for dudes, like good dudes. Like I totally
Well,
am.
we want him to come on here and kind of represent, but I guess he's not answering.
He's
He's
not
not.
answering
So
now.
let's catch him
Okay,
another time.
catch him another time, then, fella.
Catch me outside.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. They made a whole song over that.
I know. Okay, so if you want to know where to join us, please go on IG, the BestTea Show, or go to
Hmm.
YouTube. If you're not, you have to register for YouTube, Jar, right? Do you
Subscribe or just go
subscribe
to
to
YouTube.
YouTube
Subscribe to YouTube. Yeah.
and come on?
Everything's on our Instagram if you need to go back and see it or see exactly how it's spelled or just click. We have it where you can just click to it. Like Ja has it all set up for us, so
Everything
it's
is set
great.
up, huh?
The
The link
link
in bio,
the
everything
link
is
is in the
there.
bio.
So we're getting ready to get to our next subject. You need any more tea before we get on this subject?
No, I think you gave me a lot of
Okay, well
tea.
that's good. That's good
It's
there.
good stuff. Good stuff.
So yeah, so I'm gonna start by reading something that's going to be directed to the person that we will be talking about, but we will not use the celebrity's name.
So this is about abuse. So this is what we're talking about
This is
today.
not 3 pages again.
No,
Because
but
in case you didn't know, she got me the last time and she was like on 3 pages, and I couldn't believe we were live
it's a
doing
flow
three
to it. It's
extra
a
pages.
flow to it.
Okay,
You got to
watch
flow
my
with it.
flow. I got it.
You got
Okay,
to
where is it?
flow
I
with it.
got it. I
Here
have
you
the flow.
go.
I got the
Look at you.
Which
Look.
one right here? Oh,
You have to read it with the
oh,
title. The title
okay.
of it.
Okay, ready? Okay, this is big, guys. So
This is
need you to pay
abuse. We're
attention.
talking
So
about
I'm going
abuse.
into
We're
abuse.
talking about abuse. Then we'll ask our questions.
The monster left the room. 18 years after the act, his dark skin turned extra pale, ashamed and shocked to be exact, to see the young woman he once failed. Remembered that cold, wet winter night, how he dragged her by her hair. She screamed, call 911 in the restaurant, but not a soul even cared. Threw her in the trunk. He hydroplaned all the way there. She tried to take a leap, but he held gas of her Rapunzel like hair. Remembered how she begged, doorman, please help me if you care. Munster just gave the doorman a cash tip with his slittery cold hand, still grasping her hair firmly with his right, then tossed her down his stairs. Entered the room of despair, but she did nothing but try to get away from there. She cried and cried. How did she end up in the monster's lair? His caged dogs barked while he ripped off her clothes, pulled off her boots, then continually bashed her diamond pierced nose. His bare hands choked her till she couldn't breathe for air, used a collection of walking sticks to belt and chain her beautiful tanned skin to shades of black, green, blue, and a slight hue of brown too. Dangled her out the window, warned her if she told, even he went to prison, she would be tortured till she's old. She finally fainted of thoughts she should just let all go. She woke an hour later, confused to see the monster entering in and out inside her hole. He was crying and praying over her multicolored, shaded, thin body. Why? Why do these monsters prevail? She hoped someone would find her, prayed, just send her home at last. A whole day or two later, he finally let her go. The monster left the room, murdered her virginity, used torture for his control. How do these monsters exist? The sick, cold hearted souls. Today, the heathen monster looks withered and frail, shooting heron, feeding the monstrous desire that all failed. He must have had a behavior issue or two way back in 1982. Saw him from across the room, now on his last leg, toothless and penniless. Felt a little sorry for the fiend, but she snickered deep inside, turned and walked the other way to control her toothless smile. 18 years ago, that same sick monster that attempted to steal her life and beautiful smile. So, although I read so pathetically and talently,
Beautiful.
the sad side of this as we go into, if you're just joining us, welcome to the best tea, two best teas and one hot sip. We're going into
Again.
the second part of the show, second hour of the show, and we are talking about abusive relationships. I just read an entire poem, not the excerpt, not a piece of it, but the entire poem. But that poem was written by Kira, and it was about an experience she had with a once celebrity, D-list celebrity now, who was a singer. and she's going to tell us a little about the abusive relationship that she had at the hands of this monster.
Definitely a monster. Didn't know. Was young. Was about 21 years old. He tried and tried. Like, gave him about 6 months before I finally gave him my number. He was
Where'd you
nice.
meet him?
Where'd I meet him?
Mhm.
I met him a few places. I met him on the set of New Jack City once.
Okay.
Met him, saw him at a club once. So every time he saw me, it was like he would get excited and be giddy. And, I was so like I'm not feeling that.
And how old were you then?
I was
18?
about 21. I was about
Okay.
21.
Okay.
I had a girlfriend that was like, oh my gosh, don't you know? I'm like, I know who he is. I'm good. Like,
Mhm.
I'm good. So it just became cute after a while. Like, we see each other, we laugh and joke in the corner at a party, or finally get my number. 3 months later, so-called boyfriend and girlfriend driving his car, having a ball, going out. But I felt a little strange. Like, it was like the 3 months, that was it. He actually held me one time, and I was like, why are you holding me so tight? And we were in front of a lot of people, and I'm like, do they see this shit?
So were you like in love with him? Were you infatuated because he was a big celebrity back then and
No, because I
around
really
that time?
I gave him I didn't. He wasn't even my type. It was like, it was cute, like the way he would flirt with me, and it was like he was really into me. So every time he saw me, it was like he would leave. It was the attention. You're talking to someone who didn't have a father around. I do have a father, but he was not around. Someone who really didn't have boyfriends growing up. So around 21 is like the time, I want to go on some dates. I want to hang out and do something. So it was like the only guy that gave me attention.
Okay.
So not that I felt like, oh, well, it was me. It was just like, all right, it's whatever. I'll roll. Like, let's hang out. Went to the movies a couple times. So you're talking to someone, like I said, who really didn't have an idea of how it's supposed to go. I've learned, like I said, 3 months into it, this is not how it's supposed to go, because the way he held my arm in front of people, but try to like shade it with a jacket in front of him, I was like, oh, that's when I started saying to myself, he's a monster. Like,
so what kind of things started happening? Were you living together? Like, I mean, I know if you don't want to get too deep, you don't have to, but I would like to.
I was in I think, no, actually I was younger than 21. I might have been 20 actually. So between 19 and 20. Not living together, had his key, of course. If he went out of town, like, of course, watch his dogs or
Watch
his
his
dog
dogs.
or his dog. He always had some type of Rottweiler or pit bull, something like that. So I would say, okay, well, I'll go to school, come back and forth. His brother had a girlfriend too that also lived near me, so we would.
Was his brother in the entertainment business also?
Yeah, he was.
Okay, were they a group?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, a few like that. His brother is pretty cool though, but
I like his brother.
I don't think he knew any of this at all, because anyway. Yeah, so it just got to the point where by this time it was New Year's and they were out of town. When I was giving you the example of what if your boyfriend actually can put you in a video but doesn't want you in it because you're too light skinned. And you were like, oh, why would you want? Yeah. But in turn, that dude put an Italian girl in the video.
Okay.
So how like you know what I mean? That was a big throwback for me. So we'll get to the day. New Year's, me and the other sister per se, we go see our grandparents. He said, I told you stay in my house. I was like, what do you mean? As I'm looking through pictures from his video shoot with this beautiful Italian girl, I'm just like, oh shit, like, oh. Trying not to say anything, because like I said, it's my first time having a so-called boyfriend. Like,
So he was your first boyfriend?
Pretty much, yeah.
Get out. Now, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's wild.
Yeah. So, kind of backed up a little bit when I was, looking through the pictures. That was before the phones and everything. That was like real pictures, like legit pictures. You're looking through pictures. I'm like, oh, so who is this? He's like, oh, you jealous? You mad? I'm like, no, I'm just asking, who is she? It wasn't just pictures of them on the video set. It was pictures of them like in the hotel. Like, crazy. So I was like, damn, how do I get out of this? We're at TGI Fridays in what's near the airport? What is that?
Is this in Newark or
Hoboken? Not Hoboken.
New Jersey?
Somewhere in New Jersey.
Okay.
After we picked him up from the airport, going towards his apartment, stopped at a TGI Fridays, ate. He got upset that I asked about who the girl was. He was like, she was in the video. Then as I'm turning pictures, they're in a hotel. Then before I could say anything, before I could even ask a word, he took his hands, he took my hair. My hair used to be down here. He took it and took my hair like this.
So that's like the Rapunzel that
That's
you
the
wrote in there.
that's
Okay.
because he used to call me Rapunzel.
Okay.
And pulled me out of Fridays. Everybody looked at me like I was stupid. I'm like, help, please, 911. Like this.
Did they know who he was? Was this like in a Caucasian area?
It was mixed. It
Okay.
was mixed area.
So were they aware that he was a celebrity?
No, they were aware.
Okay.
Yeah, they were aware. Because most of these celebrities, they like to go places that they're known all the time, no matter what.
Gotcha.
Whether if it's white or black or Asian, Italian, whatever, it don't matter. No, they knew who he was. He dragged me, like I said, he would not let go of my hair. Like he was literally like a whole for real monster. From TGI Fridays to his apartment. From that story is basically the story without the details.
Do you want to go into any of the details? Were you physically abused? Were you sexually abused in a relationship?
Both. That one night, it didn't happen after that, but I'll let you know. After that, it was like almost a 2-year problem with me trying to sleep. It was like hard trying to sleep. So yeah, he pulled me in there. The doorman didn't say a word. I'm like, help me. Like this doorman I would see every day as I'm taking the dog out for a walk. He didn't say a word. He looked the other way.
He didn't want to mess his Christmas
He
tip
didn't want to
up.
mess up his Christmas tip, obviously. Pulled me in there, threw the dog in there, locked the dog up in the cage, and just started grabbing he used to carry these little sticks, like a little old Jamaican man stick. He wasn't Jamaican though. Was just started wailing at me as I'm trying to get away. I had on, that's when we used to rock the combat boots with the skirts and all that cute stuff. He somehow got me upside down, pulled the boots off me, was like, hit me with the boots. I'm trying to get out. I'm just like upstairs, downstairs condo, trying to get out. He basically did everything I said in that book because I asked him about who was the girl in the picture.
So how long did the abuse go on? Was it something that happened that night, happened the next night,
Nope.
happened 3 days in a row?
It was that night. And it was that night. And all I kept saying was just, if this is about to happen, just let it go now. He beat me so bad, like my face was black and blue and green, for no reason. Just like I said, asking about the girl in the picture, like, so you wouldn't ask me to be in the video, but she could be in the video. It was a problem. He said, no, I'm not beating you up because of her. I'm beating you up because I said stay in my house. I was like, what? I went to see my grandparents. It was New Year's. Like he was like, I told you to stay in my house. I was like, oh.
So how long did you stay together with him after that abuse?
I didn't stay with him at all after that. It was, I couldn't get out of there because he basically I did get out after like almost the third day. He didn't want me to leave. He started acting really crazy, like crying and saying, please don't call the cops. Don't do this. I'll pay you this. I'll pay you that.
Was he on drugs?
He seems like a druggie. I didn't know if he was on drugs, but now when I'm reading stuff and looking at stuff through the internet over the years, he seems like a druggie. But he called the girlfriend of his brother to come take me home and get makeup. Mind you, I wouldn't wear makeup back then. And he was like, they were trying to cover up my face and it was crazy. And I snuck home. Finally, he went out. So she finally snuck me out. And I didn't see him after that.
So I gotta ask you.
But he would call me. He would still call me and like torture me over the phone. Like, who are you telling? I'm going to come kill you. I'm going to come kill your mother. Like he was psycho crazy.
So I'm gonna say you didn't press charges.
No, I didn't press charges.
Why not?
I was almost manipulated. It was like I said, it was like my first boyfriend. I was almost manipulated. Like when you think about it, you try to picture yourself back then as a 19, 20-year-old, no male figure to call and say, yo, help me out. Nobody that you can feel like they would do something. Because he was a celebrity, they don't want to touch him. I had one cousin, thuggas. They was like, we got him. Like, tell us, they were ready to out him. I was like, I don't want that on my conscience. But it's people that were ready to help me and end it, but I just didn't want that on my conscience. To this day, I still probably wouldn't have did it because I know that's not the right thing to do. But it was bad for 2 years straight. After that, me and my mother, we left Jersey and New York, and then went to California. Saw him about 2 years later after that, when I finally got over the nightmares. And mind you, also back then, there was no going to therapy or telling anybody about it.
And thank God you do have these options now. So if anyone's watching this, you're in an abusive relationship, you've been abused, like there's hotlines, there's free help out there, there's everything that you can get.
There's aunties that have been through it and don't
so
play. We got you.
You don't have to stay quiet about it anymore.
You don't have to. It was almost like a joke to him, but when I find out that's his thing, like I heard he would lock people up in closets and feed them dog food and shit like that.
Oh my God.
Like, so yeah, that was like a real blow, no pun intended, to your face at that time. But yeah, no, never was with him again. But I did encounter him later in years after. At a Funk Fest, actually.
At a Funk Fest. Shout out to Variety Entertainment.
Leo.
Funk Fest is getting ready to come in June.
And not that I
place near you.
And I think I had to face him because the stomach would hurt when you would hear a song or a throwback on the radio. Like my stomach I would get queasy, like almost not even queasy, like scared. I wasn't scared no more. It was almost like I should have got him like knocked out, but knocked off, but I didn't do that. That was not what I did, and I'm glad I didn't, like I said, but it wasn't like a scary film no more. It was almost like, ew, I don't want to hear that.
So now that you're an adult, your children, 2 of them are grown, you're married, you have, you're able to face your adversities, a lot different now. You're not afraid in that sense.
Don't be afraid.
Don't be afraid. You're not afraid, okay?
Don't be afraid.
Okay? And you've had a piece of another love. Now that you're there in life now, why would you not approach that person and say, hey, you know what? Wasn't really cool what you did to me back then. And I want to let you know that I forgive you if you've forgiven him, or I want to let you know I think you're a piece of shit.
No, I think I would rather say you're a piece of shit. And just haven't had that opportunity to do that. Like I said, I had the opportunity to confront him, and I was like, I don't even want him to see me.
Guess what?
What?
We spoke about this before, so I know this is to be true. You have a platform. You have a podcast. You can tell him right now. I'm not putting you on the spot. I'm just saying, that's what you choose to do.
Yeah.
That's what you choose to do. Because believe me, you guys, your circle is still small in entertainment.
Yeah.
And he's going to see it.
Yeah.
And
he was this, I think we gave enough hints out that as disgusting as he is, I think he was even in the news last week because I think he's even been outing himself. Like he's so dumb. Like he tells people what he does and they record him and now it's popping up everywhere. Did you see that?
I didn't see that. But so, you were with someone that was pretty popular. And I know that Cassie had went and did this whole thing with Diddy. And then we have other people that pop up. It happened to Bill Cosby, and that was like maybe 40 years later. Like, chick, are you serious?
I'm not feeling.
Why is it you've never
I'm not
gone
after
the legal course action?
I didn't do it then. I didn't know. Like I said, I didn't know about it.
Yes.
Yes, Tanika. Yes. I didn't even know to do that back then. It was my.
But you know now.
Now I know, but
you know now. So why not now?
Nah, I let him rot. I'll just let him rot. I'm gonna let him rot.
Well,
I'm gonna let him rot.
We have a visitor right now that's joining us.
Hey, Tanika.
Tanika, you have some questions for us, beautiful. How are you today?
I'm doing well. I'm actually just chiming in, just checking in. I'm leaving work and I'm getting a chance to catch the show. I want to say hey to you ladies and you're doing a beautiful job.
Oh, thank you.
I love you.
I love you, ladies.
Thank you so much. We love you too.
All right.
Take care. If there's anyone that has any questions for Kira or wants to call in, you can call in 904-626-0081, 904-626-0081. If you have some questions about abusive relationships, maybe you've been in an abusive relationship, maybe you're in one now. I know that, for me, abuse doesn't only happen in a physical sense. It happens mentally. Mental abuse is
like
really,
I said, that night it was physical and he was manipulating.
And that combination is deadly.
He knew I didn't have a father in the house. I was raised, with a mother. So his thing was, oh, she needs a man anyway. This is how
Yeah.
men. This is a man thing.
And now that he had a chance to be that man, that's the jackass stuff that he did.
Yeah.
But if you want to call in on it, by all means, we want to hear from people. I mean, I did not. I
don't forgive them either. I don't.
Yeah,
not that I'm like I'm not gonna do anything, but I don't forgive people like that. I don't care what they think. Oh, they grew up like that. That's what they saw. This is like it should not be a continual dumbass cycle. Like that should not.
So where do you think that comes from? And I'm not a psychiatrist. My mother
Mm-mm.
is, and that's probably what's wrong with me. But do you think it comes from the home? Does it come from the upbringing? Because I don't think that his brother was that way. So what do you think was in him that he felt? Was that his own security? Did that make him feel like a man?
I think he was already like when I really think about things after, I went to, moved on and, actually had better relationships, nicer relationships, just a better all time, like grasp of what a relationship is, being that was the first one. Luckily, I didn't go down that road of thinking this is the only way it can be, because most women will do that. Like, well, if he did it, that's the only way. That's how it's going to be with all of them.
Yeah.
I didn't go that route, but I think someone like him, he must have had some type of insecurity, or maybe he was punked, or something happened to where he felt like he had to do that with everyone, and it wasn't just a certain type of look. It was from what I read or found out, it was every woman he was with
that he beat on.
It was every woman that he was with. So.
And you would be surprised. A lot of men in Hollywood, a lot of men in the music industry. I don't know if that's because they have trouble finding their own sexuality and things have happened with them.
Yeah,
that's their way of saying, "See, I am a man. See, look all these women I'm running through. And I'm doing this and I'm doing that."
Right.
And at the end of the day, baby, they don't want us. They don't want us.
Maybe that's what it was.
Do you think? And this was a question that was asked to me because someone said that I had been in a mentally abusive relationship of what I thought was something that was something different, and mentally I'm in a place where at one point I couldn't even think straight because I'm just like I'm thinking something is one way, but when a man or even a woman doesn't give you answers to things, you start to build a story in your head.
You do.
And by them not saying anything at all, that is abuse, because you're staying in something and basically they're tormenting you.
It is.
There's no answer. There's no nothing. Do you think that people that bleed out abusive behavior, whether it be sexually, mentally, physically, verbally, do you think that's something that they can change and it can turn off and not come back?
Nope. I seriously don't think they can ever change. I'm not just saying that because of what happened to me and from what I've seen they have continuously done to this day. I don't think they can change. I think there's something in them that just clicks because they're like I said, they were either abused, they were.
So you're saying after help and after therapy, you think that's going to always be embedded in them? So that's almost like saying, do you think a rapist will all of a sudden come out of jail, out of prison, and then say, I'm not going to rape anybody anymore?
Nope, I don't trust them either. Nope.
So you don't think that people can be?
I don't forgive them. I'm sorry, I don't forgive that.
Okay. I mean, I'm not telling you to forgive him. Yeah. I definitely.
I mean, people like that. I'm good. I don't.
I know what that's like.
I've witnessed, a few other stories where the dude is continually like an asshole with everybody. So no, that's them. Like, just like there's some women that are assholes, there's men that are assholes, and they'll never change no matter how old they get. They still have it in their mind that this is what they can do, long as you let them do it.
Yeah, I'm so sorry that happened to you, and I know everybody handles things differently.
Yeah, I was very young. Like I said, I just want to get out.
Who says low self-esteem?
I just want to get out the condo.
Chocolate Phoenix says they have low self-esteem.
Yeah, they do.
Hey, Chocolate Phoenix, I agree.
Yeah,
I agree. So it's something that they, and it's crazy because they could have all the money in the world.
Oh wait,
they could have
Chocolate Phoenix. That's her birthday today. Hey girl,
happy birthday, Chocolate Phoenix.
Hey boo boo.
From the Besties. You know what we have for you?
A t-shirt.
You get a Bestie t-shirt for your birthday. Happy birthday, boo.
And some tea. And we'll get you some tea.
And some tea. Well, no, not this tea, but another tea.
Yes, that tea.
This tea?
Yes.
I got it. Does she have a card?
We'll give her that tea.
Okay, well, I'm just saying.
Yeah, low self-esteem.
Low self-esteem, definitely.
They get in whatever type of realm of It doesn't even have to be a music industry dude. It could be a doctor, a lawyer, a policeman.
But I'm just saying,
whatever.
why do successful men have such low self-esteem? You got all, and that stuff's not only men. So let me stop doing that. That's what I guess next week is getting on me about. Because I'm always, saying men, but even successful women, successful people in general, for some reason, there's something that's missing sometimes, and they tend to make you feel worse than. I don't know what that's about, because I look at people. I don't know who I was talking about the other day, and I'm like, they have a skill set.
Yeah.
They make their own money. They can do anything they want to do, but yet they choose to be unhappy.
Choose to be.
Do you know if I was a beautician, if I could do hair, or if I was a painter, or if I was I don't know, if I did something that gave me a talent that I just was so blessed
you
with.
are. Guess what? We busted our hair out today. We did that.
I did it my own hair and makeup. We did paint this. But if I had something that someone would pay me for,
okay,
I want a special skill that someone can pay me for.
Yeah.
Yeah. That I'm great at. And I just think that if I had that, I would just be on top of the world. I wouldn't be
So would you like? So
I wouldn't be worried about if I had a man, if I was married, if I did that, because I'd be like, you know what, I got all this going for me. I mean, my phone's ringing. I'm all over the world.
So then you could pick any, like, even though like it took him forever to get me, but you can pick any man or woman, whoever you are, and you're so successful. Is it the big head?
I think that sometimes some things are just never enough. I don't know, because I'm not there yet. If I had lots of money, if I didn't have to get up and go to work, if I didn't have to complain about, the bills that's due, Home Depot, all this stuff, I would just live my life, and it wouldn't even matter to me if I had to have the significant other, because
so you would not you're not that person. That's great. Because
I mean, I'm not, because this is going to sound really effed up, I always end up alone. Too much spotlight. Who said that? Chocolate Phoenix. Too much spotlight. Yeah. And a lot of times they do have that, it's too much.
They do, but like I said, it's them. It's a lot of people who do have a lot of spotlight that don't act like that. It's you as a person. It's like where you messed up as a child. Like it had to have started somewhere for you to grow up as an adult.
Or like that. Or they don't know who they are.
They don't know who they are.
And that is something that is very prevalent, that is happening every day. You're meeting people.
Popping up now.
You're meeting people and they don't know who the F they are.
No.
And so you have a dream and you have a vision, and they're like going along with it, but then they're like, I don't know if that's, I don't know, They just don't. And we all get like that. I dated a person that was much younger than me at one time. And I'm going to tell you, he was a preacher's kid. I hope his sister's not watching.
I think this guy that did that to me, I think he was a preacher's kid.
He's a preacher's kid.
Yeah.
And basically, so at one time, I felt so that I could hold on to this young, fine man, strapping man, like, and then he was paying bills too. I had to give more of me. Right. All right. But look at this. This is Kenny.
Oh.
Hey, Kenny, we're live on the show right now, but we want to know, you still coming on the Best Tea next week?
Yes.
You are coming. And what's our title, Kenny? Because the producer wants to know. And so does everybody else that's watching right now.
I want to know.
The title of what? The show?
The title of the show. What are you going to talk about next week?
Hell, I don't know.
You said something about...
I know you said you're going to pick it.
Well, you wanted to talk about how you felt that men are depleted, basically. Like there's a side to your story as well in relationships.
Very true. I would love to talk about that because we're not appreciated.
Okay, well, Kenny, we can't wait to join you next week. Make sure you send us one of your pictures in your Yankee hat so we can post it.
Okay, we'll do.
All right, take care, love. Bye-bye.
All right, good. Bye-bye.
So I was saying that, so he's a preacher's kid and all, and so I knew that, you wanted to work, and we were engaged and everything. And then I started getting into the church. Now, let me tell you something. I love Jesus. I love the Lord. I've Catholic school all my life. Baby, don't play with it. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. And but was I gonna be a preacher's wife? No, I wasn't. Maybe, I don't know. No, come on. I would have been sitting there after a while, a couple of months, maybe a year or so, and I would be saying to myself, and this is when you become somebody else and you don't know who you are.
You don't know who
I
you
started
are.
not knowing who I was because I was like going hook and ladder. I'm like, I got to be in church. I can't do this. I can't do that. We're reading the Bible, which is great, But I'm like that, and then we're going to other people's churches, and I'm like, this is
So
not
do you
me.
feel like that would have, like you said, that wouldn't have been you?
That would have been me. I wouldn't
You
know
feel like you would
myself.
have got angry and you would have been abusive after that towards him or to someone else because you were unhappy? Some women can be also.
I think that I would not have been abusive. I'm not in the,
mentally or physically.
maybe mentally, yes, I can be mentally abusive, but I'm not I'm not somebody that's going, well, maybe I am after a couple of drinks. I can be, they say I'm a mad drunk, mad something, I don't know. But
you're not that mad.
I don't know, but I wouldn't have been abusive like, well, I have been abusive when I put my hands on a couple people, but men wise, like you're arguing, because that's my way, that's my love language when it's out of control. I'm like, how could you do this to me?
Do you think so? Do you think, okay, so you're saying physical, you've done that, and
I have done that.
What do you think is worse? Do you think there's physical abuse is worse or mental abuse is worse?
I think
Which is worse, mental or physical?
I think they share an equal playing field. Number one. I feel that physical abuse is always bad because you should never put your hands on another person, no matter how bad it gets. No matter what happens. I don't care if he starts sleeping with the babysitter. Okay. Don't do it. You don't have a right, and no man has a right to put his effing hands on you. No. Okay, I don't care if you did bug the phone at home and bust me talking about another man. You don't have a right to put your hands on me.
No, not at all. You do not.
At the end of the day, it happens because sometimes our feelings spiral out of control. Now, mentally, I do think it's far worse. Let me tell you why. Because when people believe in you and people have their mindset on, it's almost like a mirage. Yeah. So if I'm in a desert and I look ahead and all of a sudden I see a swimming pool and I see a waterfall and I see a bar with drinks and water everywhere, and then I'm running towards it and I'm falling into the sand.
Quicksand.
Quicksand, and I'm sinking now and I'm going to die and I can't breathe and there's no more of me. Let me tell you why that's worse, because you're painting a picture in someone's head of what you think they're going to have, but it's just an illusion. Right. And that illusion can mentally break a person. One, to never want to date again. Two, to never want to sleep with anyone again. Three, to mess up somebody else's mind and then not love or appreciate the next person.
Or just keep on going and thinking that's how it's supposed to be.
Or keep going and think that that's how it's supposed to be.
Let's see. DD Everywhere says, are they equally? Yeah. I think they're both impactful.
They're both impactful. They're both impactful.
They're both impactful.
It's bad on both sides, but I think that the mental part of it can cause mental instability,
because you're gonna keep, like I said, you're gonna keep on thinking that that's cool. So if you leave him, get with someone else just like it, you're gonna think that's how it's supposed to be. But you might not stop like Silly finally did, because she had to teach her that shit ain't cool.
But Silly never did get a man in the color purple.
She didn't. She got Suge though. But anyway,
she did get Suge.
Anyway,
see,
no
dwarfs, women, blind.
She ain't doing that. You cannot physically. It's like, okay, you know that shit hurts. So you know you don't want to be with someone else again like that. Or if they're both at the same time, mentally and physical, you just feel like, what? But what do you feel? Do you feel like you got to stay because that's all you know?
You don't have to stay. You don't have to stay because that's all you know. But some of us are habitual daters. We start off one way in a relationship and then we find out, oh my God, he's just like the other guy. And we keep getting the same people in the same patterns. That's why I know you guys are laughing. I know if you were joining us in the first hour, a lot of you are laughing because
we're gonna get some dates.
I said I'm gonna go on dates with different people, just dates, and I'm gonna also open up my my plethora of men to different nationalities.
No, she's
not Caucasian, but different nationalities. I'm gonna try Asian. Maybe I did a Spanish man before.
Crazy rich Asian.
Crazy rich Asian. Maybe an African. Yes. No, I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know. Could be. Yes. I'm gonna try to date a younger person. These are just dates. These are like going out to eat dates. These are not nothing else, guys. Stop thinking
Who
dirty.
knows what happens?
Get off
after?
Pornhub. Get off
Who
Pornhub.
knows what happens?
And I'm gonna open up. I'm open to actually
Don't take
seeing.
it to Capitol Grill though.
Don't go to Capitol Grill. I'm open to seeing an older man like your grandpa's age. Okay, maybe I need somebody like, let me get her together. 60, 70.
60, 70.
A dwarf man.
No.
A smaller man. I'm okay
No.
with that too. I'm not gonna wear heels. I'm gonna put my sneakers. It's gonna be like a
No.
sneakers and jeans date.
No.
And even someone that cannot see, that may be vision impaired, and he does this all night.
I feel like
He
she'll
finds me
abuse
beautiful.
them after that.
I would not. It's
I
just a
think
date.
so. No, you'll have something to do and something to say.
No, I would not. And I think
sure?
that that's nice. What?
You sure?
Stevie Wonder had plenty of women, baby. Plenty of them. You
Yeah.
hear me? You are the sunshine of my life.
So
Yeah.
why do you think that like we're speaking about it now? Why do you think that some people keep it in so long? Or why do you think some people do come out and speak about it? Because think about it, in The Color Purple, Celia just felt like
that was the norm.
That was the norm.
Because she didn't know anything else.
Right.
I think people keep it in. And
what about people now that know that that's not the norm, but it happens?
I think they still keep it in because you don't want to. Sometimes we still love people, and we don't want to hurt. We don't want any more hurt to be involved. So if you've left that person, you feel like you're over that. You're in a new marriage now. You have a husband. You have kids. Everything is going great for you. You don't want to live in the hurt. I think people keep it in because they don't want to live in the hurt and they don't want to revisit the moment. When we say sometimes, I wish I could go back to this day. Normally those days are college days, my high school graduation, my first love, just my childbirth, the first childbirth I've had, my wedding day, things that are exciting we want to go back to. Nobody ever says, I want to go back to when that guy abused me sexually or mentally or whatever it may be. I want to go back to when I lost $1,000. I want to go back to when I was in a car accident.
Wants to go back.
Nobody wants to relive.
Nobody wants to relive
tragic.
So I think that's why a lot of people hold
happen.
it in. I think that's why when everyone starts talking crap on the internet, well, why did she wait so long? Or why this or why that? Or she just wants this. Some people don't want anything. Like I just told you, I don't want anything from this dude. I just, I'm good. I don't want anything. But you keep it in.
But I'm gonna disagree with you because we don't agree on a lot. We disagree on a lot of stuff, and that's what makes it great.
Yeah.
I'm gonna disagree. As Ty Scott says, some of them are embarrassed. Some of us are embarrassed.
Yeah, some of
us are embarrassed. Thank you, Ty Scott.
It's embarrassing. Just think about it. Like, how do you tell someone, and then how do they believe you? Celebrity or not, it could be like somebody you went to high school with that everybody thinks he's like the top-notch guy. Like, but how do you believe them that?
It doesn't matter. Let me tell you what I'm gonna disagree with you because I feel that everyone needs to be outed at some time or another.
Yeah.
If you've done wrong and you never went to jail for a crime you committed, because abuse is a crime, depending on how way you take it.
Abuse is a crime.
If you've never said a sorry, like there are people that I'm still waiting to say sorry to me for shit you've done.
A single sorry.
Say sorry, like apologize, but like I was wrong.
Close that part of the book.
No one ever wants to take and just close the chapter.
Yeah,
they don't want you to heal, and they're the MFs that are wrong.
Yeah.
Why is it so hard for them to say, you know what, I was wrong about this. I did this wrong. I am so sorry. I have done this, or I have that and that. I don't know. You can even say, I don't even know why I did it, but I'm sorry.
Yeah. No.
And so I think a lot of people don't come out because they know that either somebody's going to lie and say they didn't abuse you, lie and say that those things didn't happen, say that it was you, say that you're making it up, say you're somebody looking for attention.
Just think about the women that have said that. And people are like, no, you're lying.
And when they say all of those things, Kira, do you know what that is? That means that they don't want to admit that they were wrong.
Yep.
And so that's another reason why nobody comes out with it. Because why am I gonna admit everything and say everything that this person did, and they're gonna lie and say I'm a liar?
Yeah.
And I look crazy. So I get that. I get that.
A lot of it I get. You can kind of tell, pick and choose between the ones that are lying, especially when it comes to like celebrity stuff. You could pick and choose who's getting a pass or who really did something.
Tell.
You could definitely tell. You can definitely
they start paying more attention to their kids instead of social media blogs now. That's
exactly.
That's all a marketing ploy.
All of it.
Oh, now all of a sudden you're with your family, or now you're in Paris with your kids on spring break.
Yeah.
It's all a ploy to make it seem like, okay, I did all of this stuff that's in the tabloids, but now Look at me, I'm a family man.
Look at me.
Again, if you want to call, you can call us at 904-626-0081. That's 904-626-0081. We want to hear from you.
With one hot sip.
Two besties, one hot sip. We want to
sip.
hear from you. We want to know that if
Want
you've
some
gone
lip
through
gloss?
something like this. Is that my lip gloss?
That's my lip gloss.
I like some. We want to know that if you've gone through something, any type of form of abuse, if you don't want to, if you want to be out there and you want to talk about it, hey, if you want to out somebody that did it to you, not a better time?
She wants me to out this.
I'm not going to have you out anybody. They'll hear the closing music. But
I love that.
That's
good.
But yeah, that's how I do it. That's how I dish that dough.
Well.
But if you want to call in again, that number is 904-626-0081. If you want to talk about abuse, what you think about it, if that's been a role that you've been in, if you have abused someone, there may be somebody out here that you want to say sorry to. You know you did someone wrong. You know that listen. All that you I want to say sorry to some people.
You do?
Not really.
No, after so many times, I feel like
I don't think I abused anyone.
I do want to see this person. I do want to tell them. I feel like I was okay 20 years ago when I kind of saw them, but I saw them from afar. But I kind of do want to tell them.
So we should go to Cali.
They live in Cali?
I think he lives in Cali. Oh, he's in Jersey. I think he lives in Cali.
Mm-hmm. Well,
everybody wants to live in Cali.
Ugh, I didn't like it that much.
I didn't like Cali.
I love the people. I love the friends I met there, but I didn't really
like any of it.
Okay.
Yes. I didn't like any of it in Cali. But abuse. When we talk about have you abused someone before?
Have I abused someone before?
Have you been abused where you maybe somebody you really didn't care for, you were with them and you were abusive in how you spoke to them or how you handled them and you knew you were wrong?
No, but no.
No? Never? Oh, you just been a goody two shoe all your life, huh?
No, let me finish.
Let
me finish. No, I feel like after they did something wrong to you that wasn't abuse, but it was something that might have ticked you or felt like that's not what I signed up for. I thought you were this type of way. I might have said some sarcastic things, but never abusive. Never
was pondering down every day you come home. I can't stand you. You have an odor to your body.
None of that. None of that.
Mm-mm. None of that.
Mm-mm.
I don't know.
No.
I don't think I've been.
You just told us you abuse people. You told us you mentally and physically abuse people.
Well, I physically abused when I had too much to drink and I got into an argument and I was trying to prove a point. I physically abused on one of my breakups. It probably was the last breakup. But the breakup, the third time we broke up before when I didn't think we were broke up, but we were broke up. And I was physically abusive. And thank God he didn't call the police on me because he said he was going to.
Well, that's what this guy told me.
He said he was going to. He's like, I'm going to call the police. He said, I wanted to call the police, but I knew that'd be wrong. But I was worried. I was afraid. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Don't message. Don't be afraid.
This guy was afterwards crying. Don't call the cops, and I'll make sure I pay this and I do this. And if
you didn't take the money,
he didn't have no money.
He had some money then.
You think so?
No. So.
He didn't give me no money, but I sure made sure I got out of there.
He used to be signed to Uptown. It's not, yeah. Okay, we got a caller calling in. Wait a minute. Okay, all right.
Caller calling.
Hey, you're on the BestTea Show.
Hi, I have a question.
Well, okay.
Actually, I have a question, but can you not say my name?
I'm not going to say your name. We don't say names on the show unless
she does say
I names. Do say names, but I'm not going to say your name. Don't worry.
Careful about that.
Okay, so I have this friend. This is girlfriend that I have, and I want to know if you are witnessing her going through abuse with her boyfriend or whatever. Is it our place to say something about it, or do I just turn a blind eye and not say anything? Do I say something to her or to him? Because at this point, it's just getting a little out of
hand. Do you want to go first, or?
I feel like you should. If you really love somebody, something has to be said or done. I don't care if it's off to the side or it's off to busting him in his head. Somebody got to say something, because after what I went through, even though no one saw it, if someone saw that happen to me and didn't do anything, I would feel like they don't love me. If they're your friends or your family, they don't love you. They're going to just let somebody or know somebody's doing this shit to you all the time.
No. I tell you, I feel that way, but then I don't feel that way. And for two reasons, let me give you both sides. One side of me feels like, you see it, but you kind of want to wait for the person to kind of take their course with it. because you'll get involved. You'll do all the necessary things to kind of talk to that person and get them out of relationship.
Help them out.
You may even go up in that guy's face or that woman's face, and then everything seems good. And then a month from now, they're like, "Hey, we're back together. He or she has changed." And then you're like, "Why did I get involved?" And then now your relationship is never going to be the same.
I don't think they change
because they don't change, but they do that. They do that because people know now. Then another side of me is like, just get the fuck out of it.
Yeah,
just get out of it and be done, because it's not going to change, and you deserve better. The person deserves better.
They'll change for a month though when they see that everyone notices his ass. They'll change for a month, but you might lose a friendship. Might lose a friendship for popping off and trying to help them out, but.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you, ladies. I think what I'm going to do is just stay out of it, because, like you guys said, sometimes they just go back to the guy and nothing never happens, and then sometimes the men do change. So
I'll you can just watch your friend get beat up, like on that. Remember that Eve video?
Now listen, if she's getting her ass whipped, you better jump in.
You better do something.
If it's in front of you, then jump in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, ladies.
Thank you. So thanks for calling the BestTea. Bye bye. I will tell you, I had a good friend. I had a good friend here, where I live, and we were really, really, really close. And we still speak now. We still
Just
speak
not
now.
The same.
It was never the same.
Oh.
But it was because my ex-husband was a cheater, and he was always with her boyfriend at the time.
Oh.
And
wait,
so
wait, her boyfriend?
Yeah, like her boyfriend would call. And we have another caller. Wait, let me see. This could be a collection agency though.
Let's see.
Thank you for calling the BestTea Show.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Hi.
How are you doing? I was calling about the abuse. I literally went through that once in my life. With a neighbor. Literally, they were in the next building, and she was screaming. She had 2 little girls, and I went over there and got her kids out the house.
That's good. That's good. That's good.
Okay.
Then, like 2 days later, he was at my door.
Oh,
that's wild.
Oh,
and then it was crazy.
That's scary. What did you do?
I just didn't open the door. I just happened to have a friend doing the back door, but he came at my door, and currently I'm in the same situation with my neighbors. He beats the mess out of her.
Oh my God.
And, she needed to go to work, but she was at another building, so she got in my car, and I took her to work, and then he was following us, and I was just like, I can't do this.
Wow, that's scary.
I couldn't let him beat her. I just my conscience. I was scared for myself, but my conscience could not let me know that he's abusing her. I couldn't do it.
Does she have a Ring doorbell? Is there a way you can catch him in the act? Maybe he needs to do some jail time.
I have a Ring doorbell, but he never does. He knows I have it, so he doesn't do anything up on my door.
Wow, that's crazy.
Does she have any? Does she have any, like, anything in her that says that she wants to leave him, or?
She keeps going back to him. She keeps making excuses why, but I was real scared the last time because the children were still in the house and he was extremely intoxicated.
Damn.
Can you talk to him when he's sober?
I don't want to talk to him.
Oh man,
that's
a tough one. We're gonna pray for you because you're in a bad position. And what I would say is, if she loves this man that much, that she's that taken by his sickness, that she's gonna allow this to take place in front of her children. The only thing you can do is have a conversation with, and say, basically, if you don't mind getting your ass beat, that's on you. But why should your children have to witness this? Because then what if someone starts beating on your child when they're older?
2024. This ain't the color purple.
That's crazy.
I'm not in it. I'm not in it. I'm not in it. Like I said, it's my neighbor, and I just so happen to get the situation. This is Chocolate Phoenix, by the way.
Oh, hey, happy birthday, Chocolate
girl.
Phoenix. Oh, yes. All you can do is just pray for her in that case, because you got to put your safety first. Put that oxygen mask on you first. That's right.
That's where I'm at with it, but I just know that, like Kira said, you can't just watch somebody just get beat.
You can't.
Yeah, well, you know what? You did what you could do, and that's all that you can do.
Yeah.
And if you hear the screams get too loud, or God forbid anything else, just call the police. That's all you can do, and then keep your distance.
This is a wonderful topic, ladies.
Chocolate Phoenix.
Thank you.
Hey, Chocolate Phoenix. Do you feel like if you saw that person abuse me, what would you have done back then?
You already know what I would have done. I'd have beat their ass.
Yeah, because they did not portray that, did they? Because you were with me a couple times when he was trying to pursue me. He did not act like, he does not act like that in person, like in front of people. Like,
yeah, she knows exactly how I would have acted. There was another situation she was in. I thought that was the situation she was in, and I went and got her.
Wow. So you're a real friend.
Yeah, she's a real friend. Although that situation was a nice one. She fucked up that situation.
I didn't. But you was leaving anyway.
I was leaving anyway. No, but the other one, if you guys would have seen that, I already know what would have happened. But
yeah, because she didn't tell us. She didn't let us know.
No. Well, it was embarrassing. It was scary. You know, he was manipulating, telling me that he would kill my mother. He would kill me. He would get this one. He knows this mob. He knows that mob. You know, all that crazy stuff. You know, these older guys. He was older. He's a little bit older.
You know, I don't think I've seen him. I don't think I've seen him too.
Well, I would love to see him and love to be around. Although I did see him once in Brooklyn in front of juniors. He was walking he was walking with his little stick and his little yellow suit on and thinking he was fine, right?
Not the yellow suit.
And he saw my face and it looked like he turned like pale, just like in the story I wrote. It looked like he turned pale. He's very, very brown skinned. It looked like he turned pale. He turned the other way and walked off. He walked up that block so quick. It was crazy.
Well,
because he knew what he had coming to him.
The good thing is that you went through this and it's over.
It's over, and
that's he's a gangster. Ain't nobody doing it.
That's right. I'm so sorry, ladies.
Ladies, continue to do the job you're doing.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, and happy birthday to you again. We appreciate you calling. Keep watching us.
We love you. Happy birthday.
All right. Thank you. God bless.
Yeah, because she can do our hair too. And she can do makeup. Like she can do everything. She can do all of this.
I'm choking here.
Don't choke, because we got some good friends out here.
We do.
You're talking about hair and makeup and this. We got her right there. Oh,
and she's your friend from back in the day.
I've noticed since I was about 12.
You know, I was coughing last week. I thought it was over, but I guess nobody wants me to. They don't want me to get it out.
It's okay. Steam shower. Yeah. So yeah, I don't think they could change. I'm not forgiving them. I mean, I ain't messing with you either, but I ain't forgiving you. Because I just feel like they can't change.
And so, what would you say to someone that is watching, listening, may watch it later, that is actually living that? You know, we have a lot of young rappers now, that are out there with these young girls, and they're taking all type of abuse in elevators, hotels, doing things that you wouldn't even imagine, just to be with these men with these money. And the money now is not like the money when we were growing up. These rappers and these young performers now, they have money. Like they're just ridiculous with it. And these women are just taking all type of abuse. What would you tell them? Because you're the old version. No, not old. You're the older version of who they were when that was you.
Like I said, it took him a minute to finally get my number, but you don't have to be so gung-ho to just be with them. Like, do you really like them? Like, I had to even look him over a few times. Like, I don't even know if I like him. Like, you really have to like yourself enough to even exchange that number or whatever we do now, Instagram, whatever. But after that first initial weirdness of somebody grabbing you or abusing you on one night, I don't feel like you should keep going back. Like, that's showing that you don't love yourself. Either you don't
do you think it's lower self-esteem with us as women that we take that type of stuff?
Embarrassment, low self-esteem, and making it feel like you just you're with someone, like you're excited to be with somebody that's giving you a little bit of attention, although there's more out there. And that's what I don't think there's enough portrayed in households or at schools. Like they want to focus on other things, but they don't focus on teaching people how to love yourself or knowing what's right and what's wrong or what's your standards. Like nobody has standards no more of anything. It's like, I just want to get this done, so I can look like this one. And, you know, those guys got all of them by the dozen. Like, there has to be one that, and I thought I was the hard one. I thought I was the one like, okay, I gave him 6 months. Let's try to go to the movies. But you never know. So when you notice something crazy, dip, for real, just dip. Because you never know how far it'll go.
Yeah.
When you think about these movies, just think, like, that shit is real. Like, it's really people out there, men and women. It's men and women out there. When you see these movies, you're like, oh, I would never do this. You don't know what you would do in that situation. You don't know what you would do.
I don't know. You know, I And you're totally right, because I mean, even if you haven't been like in an ongoing abusive relationship, everyone has experienced some type of abuse in a relationship. You can't say it. I mean,
Yeah.
you can't say that you have not. I've gone through it more than once. Where I would think that if I was prepared for it, I would have been like, "Oh, you put your hands on me."
If you're prepared,
like,
right?
"Oh, it's going down." Like, "Oh, I'm ready." But when it catch you off guard like that, whether it's a blow to the face, whether it's a knockout, whether it's somebody making you unconscious, whatever it may be, you're never prepared, especially when
Never.
it's the first time that it's happening, because you're looking like, wait a minute,
Like, wait a
I
minute,
thought you loved me. Like, we were just good a minute
I
ago.
didn't even have a father that hit me. Like, what is this?
And that,
like,
and for me, it's hard even in for me to work in be in the workplace, or even in relationships, when I have like men talk to me a certain way and try to buck up at me. It's kind of like, whoa, like
wait, no
that's
respect.
what we're not gonna do.
Yeah.
That's what we're not gonna do. I don't want a man talking down to me. I don't want anyone talking down to me, but especially not a man, because I kind of feel like that's not what I want. I've always been someone that looked at the movies and TVs and things like that, and thinking that things were supposed to be like the Huxtables. Like, you're supposed to love your wife.
Yeah, we wanted you to be like Bill. Wife. We wanted you to be like Bill and Felicia Rashad.
And I didn't even care if you was Bill. Like, I mean, just give me somebody that was a decent. Damn it, you could have been like freaking John Amos. Who was that? Who was her husband's name? Good Times.
Good Times.
What was the dad's name?
Damn.
I can't think of dad's name right now.
You can't?
It was Valona, and it was James. I'll take James. Let me say something. James could not keep a damn job, right? He couldn't keep a job. But it must have been something that James was putting down. Okay. That she loved James, and those two boys were sleeping out there in the living room. Because I'd be damned if I'm with my husband and we together, and he losing his job every time he turn around. Then he want me to pack his lunch.
It was true love.
Then, in the 2-bedroom. Like, that's you don't see that anymore. And I don't know if I'd want to see that.
That's all they can do right then.
But if he loves me unconditionally, he never puts his hands on me. He never abuses me. Even though I think that James was tapping Valona's ass. I think so too. I think they was getting it on.
I think they should. Yeah, hey.
Let the truth come out. They need to do a remake of that. Oprah. Damn it, do the Good Times movie, and let's see what really happened behind the scenes, Oprah. I want to know if James and Malona was getting it in. I want to know like who was Ned DeWino's wife. I want to know about I want to know what happened to Thelma after her man. Come on, Thelma, you finally get ready to get up out the hood and meet this man, and he breaks his ankle or his leg, and now he's broke. And y'all don't move.
That wasn't Valona. That was
Thelma. I said Thelma got married to a football player. He was fine too. And that would have started some abuse, because the reason why he fell was because something that JJ did.
Yeah,
so I'd have been.
Yeah, he
could have everything.
He could have been physically abusive and mentally abusive, because he was about.
Well, no, he was both after that, because he was stuck in the projects. You was playing football, and now you're in the projects, right? In Chicago, Cabrini. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
What happened to his life?
Green.
So I'm Oprah. Please do that movie. Do not make it a musical, okay? Just do a Good Time song in the beginning and a Good Time at the end.
Keep it simple.
And let's keep it moving and get the storyline. Storyline, people. Not all that.
Keep it simple.
The sound of music.
Yeah. Although we loved it, we appreciate it. We all went to go see it because you know what? They really didn't portray Mr. as such an abuser.
But he was.
Definitely. I think they tried to change that a little bit, because it's so much talk about men this, abusing this. But I think that's where they should have showed it, because we still have that going on today. So we need people to see it somehow. Because if you know that everyone's going to run to see The Color Purple, show them the truth. Show them the real story.
Now, I will say this to you. I feel, and you can tell me if I'm wrong, so maybe I should ask you the question first, and I should not assume. Are you healed from this? Are you healed from this abuse?
Am I healed from that abuse? I feel like probably not altogether. Maybe healed as in the fact of the signs, not to take that again, but not healed on the fact of you get with someone else because you feel safe. Like, okay, they're not going to do that.
We don't know that they're not going to do that.
You don't know, but then you do know. You never know who's going to do shit anyway. Because look, I feel like you're not healed because if I do hear a song, or when you think about somebody, you do feel like you don't let that go. Like I say, you can't ever forgive that, because you're going to think about that if something clicks. Like like I said, if I hear a song or if I see a picture.
So if you're
of
just
thing,
chilling, like let's just chill, like we chilling now.
let's chill.
You'll be like, it'll come back to you like,
I won't probably do the shake or do all that.
yeah.
But I'll be like, that mother, like that piece
Yeah.
of shit. Like how, and I look back at pictures of like my young self and I'm like,
So beautiful still.
oh,
Yeah.
but you know, I just feel like that poor little girl, like how the hell you grew up in the town where you would assume something like that might happen, but it didn't. All the dudes I grew up with, y'all were just utmost respectful, like big up to all of y'all. Y'all, if you guys knew he did that, y'all probably all would have grabbed whatever and got him. But so everyone I grew up with, like that didn't happen to me from men growing up. So when that happened, it was almost like I'm looking at pictures like that. That was so like that was a real shock.
Question for you. Question for you. And I sometimes ask this to myself a lot, but I don't let anyone know that. A lot. I don't let anyone know that because I ask myself a lot of different things. But
it's okay to talk. To
what
yourself.
would you tell? What would you now, you Kira now, tell Kira back then, 1920 Kira that was in the situation? So I'm Kira now, and you're Kira that's hair has just been wrapped around a man's arms. Boots have been taken off.
No.
Body has been beat. Doorman won't help. What would you, Kira, tell that Kira?
You're saying, first of all, I don't think that we would have got out of TGI Fridays without me throwing tables and like doing like.
So you would have helped the other Kira.
I would have helped that.
Kira,
I would have helped that Kira for real.
And like, what would you tell her?
I would tell her. I was about to throw another pun in there. Don't be afraid. No, I was about to tell. I would definitely tell her. Like I said, first of all, I would definitely fight. At TJ Friday, so yes, cops would have been called. You have a
little Tina Turner and Ike thing going, huh?
And look, cops would have been called right then and there because something would have happened. It was enough, you know, it was enough people. Yes, it wasn't these cell phones back then, but it was enough to where
somebody's cops took the abuse like that too serious back then.
I don't think they did because
especially with celebrities. Especially with celebrities.
At that time, I think there was a few things coming out, like maybe the Tawana Brawley case, stuff like that.
My
stuff
God.
Like that was
Look
happening.
It up if you don't know about Tawana Brawley.
Stuff like that was happening at that time, and I think that was even one of the things he said to me, like, they ain't believe her. Why they gonna believe you? You ain't nobody. You just a little girl from such and such. Like he didn't even like he put it out there like if they didn't believe her, they're not gonna believe you. So it was like
no, we did believe Tawana Brawley. That's the problem.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. We believed her. No, so he was basically like busting that in there, like we can't you ain't gonna do nothing because you know you have no money, you can't do this. I have the money. How about I get then after the next day he's crying, acting like all of a sudden a pitiful little child. I'll give you money. I'll write a check right now. Of course he wrote the check, and of course he didn't give it to me because then he gonna rip it up and act crazy. So it's like I was in the midst of a crazy person for those couple of days, and
it couldn't have been me because he wouldn't have had a chance to rip that check up. I'd have been
he wouldn't have had me now. He wouldn't have had a chance to get me out of the restaurant. Me now, he wouldn't have had a chance to get me out the restaurant at all.
Well, I know that we're shortly coming up into closing, and I can't believe 2 hours are going by that fast with 3 minutes left. And I just want to be able to say, if you are again in an abusive relationship,
get the fuck out. Get out.
And if you feel you can't get out, tell somebody, tell a friend, tell someone. In this case, don't tell the neighbor like Chocolate because she says she's had enough.
Poor baby.
And I get it. She's gonna need some help.
She needs help for seeing that and trying to help somebody.
You don't have to stay in anything that is not of you. And I repeat it: you do not have to stay in anything that is not of you.
That is not normal.
So whether that is an abusive relationship, verbally, physically, mentally, whatever it is, you don't have to stay in anything that is not of you.
No. Don't think it's okay. It's not okay.
It's not okay.
Don't think it's cool because they still talk about that on songs, and you know they laugh about it on like a lot of the even the songs that we had back in the day. Like they laughed about it and talked about hitting girls and raping girls. That shit ain't cool.
None of it's cool.
And they still talking about it. That's the main ones that's on the radio.
None of it's cool.
Like we need to uplift each other more and put better shit out there. So don't listen to them songs.
Things that are more positive.
Don't think that's true. It's not the way to go.
And if you have a subject, if it's something that you want to talk about, if it's something that you want to come on the show about, if you want us to visit you in your hometown, we travel as well.
Yes, we're gonna be going.
We're going to be going.
We're going to be going to the DR soon.
Hit us up on the BestTea Show.
Possibly St. Lucia soon.
Let's go. Hit us up on the BestTea Show. Let us know where you want to see us. Let us know if you want to come on the show.
I want to go home. I want to go to Jersey and New York.
Maybe we'll come to Jersey. But with us closing out right now, I want to go ahead and I want to play some music as we're going out. We only have probably about 60 seconds left. So Alexa, can you play something from Aaron Hall?
Drinking some tea.
Goodbye, everybody. See you next week, 8 o'clock on the BestTea Show. 2 besties.
1 hot sip. We got lots of hot sips, y'all. Love you.
Turn it up, Alexa.
Love y'all. Love yourself.